So I'm going to show you how you can leverage Olive's AI agents and infrastructure coupled with your data to perform levels of research that would typically take a high-end analyst firm months. You can do that in minutes using Olive today. So we've done a lot of work on this. I'm going to show you today how we can get that done. So I could start off by saying, let's say I'm a manufacturing company and I want to find a new HCM provider. We're going to use Olive to do some research, both internally on our VRM, and if we don't have information, then publicly available sources as well to fill in the gaps. We're going to start with some vendors. So now add these solutions to my project. We have an agent in the background that can search solutions, add solutions. It's going to actually add these solutions into the project here. Okay, now I've got some solutions. What I want to figure out is what do I actually need? What are some good requirements? So I'm going to ask Olive to write me 10 specific requirement categories I can include and throw them in. Again, pulling from my existing database, anything that's publicly available, or if we don't have anything, then the internet. So this can be as smart as your data, right? We have the top level LLMs always available at the top level. We have Olive's custom agents in the background doing the work, Olive's tools, but your data can really make this so valuable. So now I'm going to I've got the categories. I'm going to put 5 specific requirements into each section. So now she's actually gone in and added those requirements into the project. Under each category, she's added some details about system load handling, etc. We can edit any of these, change these how we want. We can chat to Olive and ask her to update anything, change anything. Again, we've got these agents in the background doing all this work, but that's why we made the chat interface. So you're really working with her on editing these, tweaking them, etc. And it's a matter of hitting magic fill, and the research agents will go out and do the research for you to find how well they do that. And that's whether it's pulling in from existing information you might have in your VRM or your surveys or your older projects, any customer work you have, any files you've got attached, or it's doing research on publicly available information, whether that's in Olive or external across the internet. And you'll see when it's coming through, it's actually filling in pretty thorough details, either from other evaluators in the system who have actually said things in your projects. Maybe it's got some internal knowledge. This one came from vendor resources. This information came from both. We can see the resources are coming from different areas. This one came from the internet. So it's pulling that information from all different kinds of sources to fill that in and be as thorough as possible and give you a confidence score on that answer. Now what we can do on top of, we've done the research, we've got a lot of information here. Now we can actually ask her to write surveys as well, because next we might want to survey stakeholders. So what we can do is we can basically take this project now. We can say, based on this project and its requirements, write me a survey I can use to gather info from my internal stakeholders about what matters to them in an HCM evaluation. So now she's actually going to take requirements. If you have existing surveys, she'll pull from those in your simple structures. You can also pull them straight in, and then she's going to start writing a survey for you. So now we've actually got that here. How important is it to handle large volumes of data, critical integration? What other systems should we integrate with? Some really interesting questions here that we can basically just send that straight out to any of our respondents, and they can get that feedback in, and then we can start seeing how they care about things. So we're really off to the races. You can do all sorts with this, build analyst reports, make it publicly available in our public view options so that people can search your data, have junior people be able to do research for clients. The possibilities are endless, and that's why we've got consultants from 2-person companies to the big 4 leveraging this to automate their processes and bring AI into their entire workflows. So hopefully you enjoy it, and let me know if you ever want to check it out in more depth. Thanks.